You have a right to stay unvaccinated if you want to. But if you want to be in public spaces, if you want to now be coming to work and be around other individuals, you don't have a right to infect others with a potentially deadly disease. And I want people to know that the guidance is coming out not because the vaccines aren't working, but rather the actions of the unvaccinated are setting all of us back. The unvaccinated, the infections among the unvaccinated are spilling over into the vaccinated. And this is the reason why masks are coming back. And I think at this point, the CDC and the Biden administration need to go a lot further than mask mandates. They really need to get behind vaccine requirements and proof of vaccination. Because frankly, we know that we can't trust the unvaccinated, that they have been walking around without masks. And in fact, that's what led to the surge that we're seeing. I mean, we have laws, for example, against drunk driving. You can drink in your home or in private if you would like. But we have a law saying that if you want to get behind a wheel where you could potentially endanger other people, then that's not allowed. That's against the standards of conduct in our society. I think at some point we need to make a similar decision about the vaccine. You can remain unvaccinated if you so choose. But if you want to be in public and potentially could be infecting others with a dangerous and sometimes fatal disease that's highly transmissible, then there's an obligation of society. But this is not just a pandemic of the unvaccinated. This is also spilling over to the vaccinated. And those who are vaccinated, we now know, based on the CDC, they are now able, but with the Delta variant, because they carry so much more virus, they could transmit it to their unvaccinated family members, such that more than 99% of people who are dying from COVID in this country are unvaccinated. So you're essentially protected from dying from coronavirus if you get vaccinated. That's huge. I mean, at this point, hundreds of millions of people around the world have received these life-saving vaccines. We know, and it's been proven how safe and effective they are. So I'm not entirely sure what we're waiting for. I do know that having full approval will really pave the way for a lot more employers and schools and other institutions to implement vaccine mandates, which I strongly believe is what we need at this point.